What up, team? Here you are, live with KIWIBOX. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been live on this channel, but it's all good, I'm here now. So I'm Jono, and as per usual, I'll get a few things sorted, and then I'll open up a hangout and see if anybody wants to come talk some boxing. There ain't a lot to talk about with regard to the heavyweights just right now, but it's all good. There's always something to talk about in boxing. So bear with me. Let's get a couple of things sorted out and we'll get into it. So first things first, sounds on. Let me go check my audio, see if we're all up and running. So first things first. Yep, we're good. We got Adam Fahey in the chat. How are you, man? Good to see you in. Actually, I'll go and open a hangout first before I get into this bit of a chat. We did have a decent heavyweight dust up over the weekend in Mariusz Wach versus Martin Langa for the Polish heavyweight title. Quite interesting that Bukoli is actually eligible for the Polish title, but apparently it doesn't matter whether you're from Poland or not. It's just a title. So Martin Bukoli won the fight. He stopped Mariusz Wach in the 8th round. It was a referee stoppage, but looked like Mariusz Wach was out on his feet when the ref stopped it. So just give me a second, I'm just sorting this hangout out so anybody can come and join if they want to. Regulars, I'm about to drop a link in hangouts for y'all. There is a link just dropped in hangouts for anybody who may like to join. And it's coming. There's also a link in the chat there for anybody else who may like to join. So I've got the stoppage of Mariusz Wach that I'm gonna put on screen in just a sec, so y'all can have a look at the stoppage. I haven't been able to catch a full copy of the fight yet. I haven't even looked at, to be honest, this morning to see if it's on YouTube yet. It may be, but yeah. Right, hold on a sec. Wait. Here comes the clip. Slow down so y'all can have a good look at it. But Alanga, from what I hear, worked well behind his jab for the first few rounds and did a good job. We have unrivaled boxing talk and news in the chat. How are you today, bro?
I'm not too bad. How's it going, John? Are you keeping well?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, can't complain.
That's good.
Yeah. So, not a lot happening over the weekend in boxing. Did you catch any fights, mate?
I caught pretty much everything that was on. I managed to catch Bukoli and Wach.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What did you think?
He stopped. Can I be honest?
Yeah, man.
Like, completely honest? It was crap. It really wasn't anything good. Like, all it was Wach is just a bag now, man. He's nothing. And Bukoli's not that great either, man. He's really not that good. I don't see it. I don't see what the fuss is. I don't see it.
Yep.
Personally.
Yeah, I kind of thought after Wach wasn't able to use his height and his big advantages he had over Arthur Spilker and lost that fight in a controversial decision, I thought, wow. both of those guys have got to be pretty much finished at top level. So I didn't take too much from that. But after Bacoli's last loss to Michael Hunter, I thought this was probably a good confidence builder, at least. But
yeah,
you know, like Double A said plenty of times, I think he's got to get away from his coach. Billy Nelson's no good for him.
Mate, I don't care who's coaching him. You can't make him better.
You reckon he's as good as he's gonna get?
Honestly, man, he's strong and that's it. He's got no real fundamentals, no skills. His feet are terrible. He plods around everywhere. He's very heavy. Like, you're not going to teach this guy how to dance and do a jab.
Yeah.
You're going to, at best, what you can get him to do is to be able to brawl with people and tighten his defense. That's at best.
Yeah. So you caught the whole fight, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen the whole fight yet. I just heard a bit of commentary around. But yeah.
It was pretty boring, mate, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. All right. Well, was there any other fights that you enjoyed over the weekend?
I can't really remember them, man. Like, they were all like little small shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really, there wasn't much boxing on. There really wasn't.
I actually resorted to watching some bare knuckle fighting. There was some bare knuckle.
I didn't watch the bare knuckle.
That was pretty interesting. Man, those guys get cut up so bad without gloves, eh? But they only do 5 rounds.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah.
Apparently, Lobov is going to fight Malignaggi on the 22nd of June. I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I saw him. He was actually on the telecast talking about what happened with the slap and all that shit. It was pretty entertaining. He's a bit of a character, that guy. So,
Lobov?
Yeah. He fought
I think he is.
He fought on the card as well. He was the main event, and he won in a pretty tight competition. The guy he fought against did pretty damn well as well. He wasn't expected to do that well. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, it was the only entertainment really that I could watch over the weekend. I couldn't get a Wok versus a Bacoli stream, and there just wasn't anything on that I could find. So, yeah, not really a lot to talk about. Oh, what we can talk about though is Marcellus Wilder got popped for PEDs. Have you heard about that?
Of course he did. Yeah.
What's with that?
What's going on, guys?
Hey man, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you guys?
Not complaining, man. Nobody listens if we do anyway, so there's no point.
Yeah. So yeah, talk about the PEDs, but
Yeah, well, I haven't seen any news on what it was or anything yet, but you know, anybody heard anything?
Well, I haven't heard anything specific, but what I will say is, I'm not surprised. Because if you look, and people will say I'm making a conspiracy theory here, or whatever, when VADA started to now, so when VADA started with the WBC 2.5 years ago, Deontay Wilder has lost 21 pounds.
Would he be taking something to try and lose weight though? Or is he just taking something to try and make himself stronger?
No, I think that he was on something that made him bigger.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yep. Fair enough.
I don't think you lose 21 pounds if you of like weight without training. The way he trains. I don't believe that. I think he was 21 pounds better. He's lost 21 pounds.
Mm.
If you look at the photos of when he was sparring with Klitschko, look at his shoulders. He was big then.
Interesting.
Actually, look at him after he won his fight and faced off with Fury over 2 years ago when he says, "I'll baptize you." Look at the size of him there, and then look at him facing with Tyson Fury a couple of years later. But anyway, in 2015, Deontay Wilder fought against Bermane Stiverne. What weight was he?
to go and look that up, man. Hold on.
Trying to find.
Excuse me. Remains the Vern. Here we go.
In the first fight.
Oh no, that's not Remains the Vern.
Might not be that one. There was one where he was like 230 pounds. I think it might have been like just before that. And then when he got into the WBC rankings, he slowly but surely lost weight, going all the way down to 209. Like, that's not right.
Where was the 209 fight held?
Oh, it's Fury.
Wasn't he like 2 against Luis Ortiz? I think he was 209.
Or 212 or something like that, I thought. Somewhere there.
That's a bit sketchy. Did you see him get weighed against Fury and he refused to get stripped?
Yeah.
He said, I'm not taking my trousers off. Which makes me think he had something in the trousers waiting it down as well.
Wilder was 219 in his first fight against Bermain Stavern. And
who loses a stone, nearly a stone, when they're getting older? That's not right.
Well, you know, the same could be said for Anthony Joshua. Was he on something earlier in his career and he's trying to slim down now?
What do you mean slim down now? Joshua's consistently gotten heavier through the years.
He was lighter against Parker than he had been.
Yeah, that's one fight, but then he had been since when?
He's keep putting muscle on, doesn't he?
Like, I think he's on. I actually do think AJ's been on testosterone, but that's beside the point. Like, against Parker, what weight was he against Joseph Parker?
Was it 242 or something like that?
Okay, so he was 242 against Joseph Parker. Look up what weight he was against Kevin Johnson.
Must have been about 255 at a guess, but just a sec. Kevin Kingpin Johnson. Where is he? Derek Chisora, Christian Hammer. Fuck, he's fought everybody, isn't he? And lost to them all too. Torhamer was after Torhamer. It's after Tyson Fury. Where is it? There he is. Anthony Joshua was 248.5 when he fought Kevin Johnson.
Right. So he was 248.5 against Johnson in 2015.
Yeah.
Right? And what was he against Emmanuel Leo?
Ooh.
On his debut?
Manuel Leo, oh, he was 230. That was the wrong one, no. Geez, I wish it had showed both weights on the main screen. It was 230 and oh no, that's not. That can't be right. 230 and a half. 230 and a half.
On his pro debut?
Yeah.
On his pro debut, and then he was 18 pounds heavier a couple of years later.
I think that's pretty much... unless he's like taking a lot of carbs and holding a lot of water in the muscles. If that's like muscle, that's pretty much impossible without heads.
Well, you know,
if it's pure muscle, it's like near enough impossible, actually.
When he was a amateur, he used to cop a lot of flack about being so skinny, and I kind of wonder whether it went to his head and you know, went nuts on the weights and possibly took something to try and bulk up. And once he's got to the top of his game,
what's the difference between his last amateur fight and his first professional fight? That's when they reckon he was taking the peds. They reckon he was taking it in between before he turned pro and at the beginning of his pro career.
Where can you find weights for amateur fights? That's hard.
Probably
hard to find.
You only find it probably if you can find a clip of him getting weighed in.
Yeah, I imagine it probably would have been around 215, 220 as an amateur, but that's just a guess for me. So I don't know, but yeah.
London 2012. In his semi-final, apparently he weighed in at 216 pounds.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
And then 2013 he gained a stone. By 2015 he had gained 2 stone. And 2.5 stone by Klitschko.
Yep. And when Deontay Wilder was an amateur, he was like extreme chicken legs too, so he put on some weight when he turned pro as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
So maybe it's a common thing for these skinny, long string beans. You know, go nuts on the weights, or maybe take something to bulk up for the pros. But
I think they're all on steads.
Yeah, me too.
Marcellus Wilder seems to have maybe something went to his head about his performance after getting knocked out by the old William Dietz, the legend.
I think he was on it beforehand.
Reckon?
Yeah. But I think now that he's on random testing, he's fucked himself. So.
Oh well, that fight is getting turned to a no contest, so he's only got himself to blame. Unless one of his team members is slipping something in his...
The fight against William Dietz is getting turned to a no contest?
Nah, the one against the guy Sanchez that he just won. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
So, that's not a win for him. And so be it. Alright, anybody got any fights that they'd like to bring up that they saw over the weekend that they enjoyed?
Undercard. The undercard of the Martin Bacoli, whack. I watched that full undercard. There was a fight on that. There was 10 knockdowns in 5 rounds.
Whoa!
Jesus. It was an absolute fucking... It was a cracking fight.
Was it both guys going down?
Both of them went down.
Shit hard.
It was a real good fight. It's on the... See if you go to polsat.pl, you get the Polish website, they've got the Bacoli and Whack fight on it. They've got all the undercard fights.
Oh, sweet.
Fucking Thomas... Fuck, I'm gonna guess his name is Pavelak. Okay. Something like that. What a fucking fight.
Okay.
Martin Bacoli, man, I'm honestly... I watched the fight and then I watched it back again. He's got very little movement on his feet. It looked as if he had cement in his shoes. Really flat footed. Like left, right, left, right, left, right. Need double punches. That was... I agree with McGregor. Bacoli looks as if he is absolutely shit.
Oh dear. What was the name of that site again there, Double A?
Polsatsports.pl.
Right, I'm gonna say this right now, yeah? I'm hearing people saying Martin Bacoli could beat Adam Kovnatsky.
Hell no! Hell no!
Not a fucking chance. I'm not like big on Kovnatsky.
It's a bit like Nathan Gorman. See, when I watched Nathan Gorman's first 5 and 6 fights, like he had power, he had movement, he had it all. And see, when you watch him now, it really looks as if he's got slower. Same with Bacoli. Bacoli's first couple of fights, he really did look. You could see why he was a bit hype about him. He moved well, like his movement was really good. His left hook and his body shots, but he just seems to be doing these 1-2s to the face, constant. A wee jab downstairs, but if you watch his first fights back, he actually worked the body, he actually moved a bit. He seems to just... I think he's been sparring too much. He kind of... Everything's a sparring contest here a minute. Kind of get in there and see what you can do. I think he'll get flattened once he gets in there against somebody who's actually going to hit him back properly.
Yeah, well, let's face facts. You know, Marius Vuk is a walking punch bag at the moment. You know, he's got a good chin. You get some rounds out of him, but there ain't much else he's gonna do. So, where to for Bacoli after this? If he steps up, he's gonna get flattened, isn't he?
He's not going to get the rematch against Hunter either, because Hunter's looking by him, isn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Well, Hunter went on and beat fucking Houston now, so Hunter like beat a ranked fighter.
Yeah.
Hunter's like in rankings now, isn't he?
I think he's got a WBA ranking.
Yeah. So he's not going to be looking back at a rematch with Bacoli.
Yeah. What's the point?
He's probably going to be looking at maybe like a Gerald Washington or something like that.
Yeah, he's looking at a Povetkin or something, isn't he?
Huh?
If Hunter could get Povetkin in America, I think he would take that fight.
That's a dangerous fight, though. Very dangerous. That's a massive step up.
He's just
Houston
gonna
off to
look at him.
Povetkin.
I could see him trying to chase Usyk for a rematch to try and get some revenge.
Nah, he knows he's not getting that, doesn't he? Usyk's not going to fight Hunter. There's nothing in it for him. You've
No,
got to
there
pick
isn't.
an opponent.
Yeah.
Depends if the zone can put up enough money. If the zone can put some money up and make that fight.
Yeah. He could try and chase Manuel Charr, but Manuel Char's not going to want any fight besides Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or Deontay Wilder, as we've just found out with Dillian White trying to get a fight with him, and he's refused it flat, no negotiations, basically fuck off. So what do you guys reckon of that one?
Haha, Dillian White.
See he's having a big spiel about, you know, it's a fake title, he wants nothing but money and blah blah blah. It's like, well, okay, Dillian, well, why did you want to fight him then?
Jono, I'll need to send you a clip, right? See before the Fury Wilder fight. Or no, in fact, it was after the Fury Wilder fight that interviewed Luis Ortiz and his trainer. And his trainer turned around and says the only offers they've ever had for Eddie Hearn since he left Matchroom was for $85,000. They had an offer for 85 grand to fight somebody. 85 grand. Can you imagine offering 85 grand to Luis Ortiz?
Fucking hell, yeah. No one ever offers him very much money. So, I don't know.
I don't know how much Billy might offer Charr. But his last purse bid only got one for 100 grand. Got one for the minimum bid, 100 grand.
That was for the Kendo fight, eh? Yeah,
Yep.
it never happened
100
again.
grand.
100 grand. Who was his promoter, Don King?
No, that was Frezequendo, aye. Frezequendo won the purse. Charles' team never even bid on it. They refused to bid. They said they weren't interested in holding it. They'll travel. So they knew it was going to get 100 grand.
Far out. And what are the splits on that when it goes to purse bid? Is it like 60-40 or something like that?
I think you get 70-30, but you get 35. No, I think it's 75-25 if you fight at home. If you fight away, you get an extra 5% if you travel to fight.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I wonder if Okendo's ever going to get his fight done. I mean, last time it fell through, it was apparently because the drug testing schedule wasn't to his satisfaction, particularly after Manuel Charr popped dirty for something and then got away with it. But, shit. Who do you think Charr will fight if he doesn't fight Okendo? Is he going to fight Trevor Bryan?
Yeah, I think that's been ordered. I don't know if it's been ordered or that's the fight that they're going to make in it. I'll watch that.
Yeah, it'd be worth a look. I'd probably pick Trevor Bryan in that fight. He'll outbox Manuel Charr, in my opinion, but I don't think there's going to be a knockout unless Charr can manage to land something big on Bryan. But anyone else got any thoughts on that one?
Who Manuel Charr is going to fight?
If he fights Trevor Bryan, what's going to happen?
I don't know. Charr hasn't fought since 2017. wasn't that good to begin with. He got fucked up by, like, what's his face, the Harper.
Oh, did he
What, when he
fight
got knocked out?
Did he fight Dupa? I missed that one.
I'm not wrong, am I?
No, I think you're probably right.
Is that the one that knocked him out?
Pretty sure he got knocked out by whoever.
Yeah, I remember watching that. Was a sweet knockout. I think his feet were actually off the ground when he got punched.
Boom. So, yeah, he picked the belt up when he fought Ustinov, didn't he? Yeah, and that was his last fight. He fought Sefer Safari before that. And some other guys. Shit. Alex Leopold. Oh, Johan Dorpa, there we go. That was back in 2015. Yeah, it was a majority decision. Wasn't a knockout.
And then Google, YouTube the knockout. Or I'll find it. No,
must have been one of a knockdown in the fight, maybe. Unless Box Record got it wrong.
Have any of you ever tried to contact Boxrec?
No.
No.
They're arseholes, they never reply, man. Boxing Squared told me to contact a guy in Canada, like Boxrec Canada or something, and they were fucking sending me like statements as if it was like a press release just to answer a question.
Far out.
Oh, standard reply.
Do you know, did anybody see the Ben Davidson thing where he turned around and says that Tom Swartz was number 9 in the world on Boxrec, and then when the fight got announced it was number 49?
No, haven't heard of that one yet.
There was Ben Davison, Boxrec. Do you see when you fight somebody and they don't have any points? You used to be able to win points, so say somebody was on, like eventually when you beat somebody they become 0. When you beat them you used to be able to get points, so if you were on 17 and you fought somebody with 0 points you could get 5 points, you'd be on 22. They took all the points off all the people, so Boxrec, all the rankings have been all rearranged again.
Okay. Look up Tom Schwartz now, see what the deal is.
Check his points.
Tom Schwartz, what we got? ID roll, where's the points? He's ranked number 41 in the world at the moment.
He's went up. I see, like if you click on like his third or fourth fight, you'll see it says 0 points now. He used to gain points, but they take all the points off for him. So your padded record didn't make you up you can't get up the rankings anymore on Boxrec with a shit record.
Okay, I was thinking maybe it's because he hasn't fought in a while, but he has fought this year, so because they do drop you out of their rankings if you haven't fought within 12 months. But yeah, I can't find his goddamn points. His current points, anyway.
Have you seen him get knocked out yet?
Who? Tom Schwartz?
No, sorry. I thought you were still talking about
Dupa.
Sorry.
Dupa. No, I was actually halfway through searching for that. I'll see if I can. Haven't found a video yet. Is it on YouTube? Is it?
I can't remember, mate. I was watching the fight when it happened.
If you go to the Google Hangout link.
But yeah, like, do I rate the Harper much ahead of Trevor Bryan? Not really. But Trevor Bryan's in his prime, isn't he? Mamal Char's been out for 2 years. He's had all sorts of things. I'm actually going to place money on Trevor Bryan to beat him. I think that's a very, like, if they fight, I think that's a very smart bet.
I know that it might sound racist, but I'm sure Manuel Char works in the Turkish restaurant around the corner for me and he's not actually an actor. I'm sure it's him. There's a guy who looks exactly like him. He wears just a black shirt and black trousers.
Okay.
Sure, it's him.
That's horrible.
No, I'm telling you.
He's a world
What-
champion and he's a waiter at the same time.
Really, well, if he's only
Is he a waiter or is he
Like
cooking the
fights.
kebabs?
Now, Trevor Bryan hasn't had a fight since his win over BJ Flores, where he knocked him down several times and beat the shit out of him. But in his prime, I don't know, man. He hasn't really been active for quite some time. He's 28, 29 years old, so I guess age-wise he's in his prime. I know he gets around some sparring camps and whatnot. We don't hear his name because people keep it secret. He's 6'4". He's got a 79-inch reach, so he's got a lot of advantages over Manuel Char. So I think you're right, McGregor. I think it'll be a good bet.
He's not a bad fighter either, Trevor Bryan. I know he hasn't fought many people, but he fucked BJ Flores up, and I don't think Trevor Bryan could fuck BJ Flores up, in all honesty.
That's a good point.
Has anybody seen that fight? I can't find a link for that because it wasn't televised anywhere. Anybody seen any of that fight?
Excuse me,
What's
lads,
the music in
talk
the
between
background?
yourself as I just got a phone call.
Where do you see that Trevor Bryan BJ Flores fight?
I don't know where you'd find that, but I was watching it when it was happening. I was watching it on Facebook. Someone was streaming it on Facebook, mate.
It's one of the only fights I've missed because I always find links for them. See if you go into BoxRec, anytime there's a fight on BoxRec, underneath it says television. All I do is Google that television station and I always find a link, guaranteed. But that fight just can't find it fucking anywhere. Going to see if I can get it.
Wasn't actually. It was a really bad fight because he just murked him. He just absolutely murked him.
He had absolutely no place in fighting for an interim title anyway, did he? Really? With the
Nah.
I don't,
Nah.
was he
But mate, if they make
international,
Manuel
did he?
Char a heavy favourite, if they make Char a heavy favourite against Trevor Bryan, like if they give Trevor Bryan like 3-1, I'm putting down like $5,000 on Trevor Bryan. I'm not even kidding. I'm that confident.
I've ended up with, well, I'm saying free tickets, but I've ended up with free tickets and free hotel stay in London and my full day paid in Hyde Park for 420, betting on Brown. Because I put 1,500 on Brown and it was at 8-13. Then I cashed it out and got 13-8. And then the other day I got 2-1. So it was like, how can I lose? I was betting anyway. So I basically got my money back to pay for my night. And if I win, I still win the same amount.
Sweet.
It's a free bet, kinda. So I don't know. I'm tempted to not go to the Josh Taylor fight and go to Billy Joe Saunders fight because Willie Hutchinson's fighting. I wouldn't mind going down to watch it.
I can't support you. I can't support you.
I know, but I've seen Josh Taylor fight.
I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a fucking shit. You don't go to the Lanark Stadium to watch Billy Joe Saunders against fucking She's Fat. Yeah, instead of going to the World Boxing Super Series with Josh Taylor fighting Baranchik, which could be a fight of the year contender, and you've got a new way on the fucking undercard. Nah,
I know he's kind of swaying it for me because I've never seen a new fight. My dad went to Japan to watch him fucking Mark McDonald, so I've never seen that fight live. I've never seen a new. I'd like to go see him, but at the same time, Billy Joe Saunders filling it. That's going to just be full, mate. That's just going to be full of ruckus.
They're not selling out that stadium.
Oh, I don't know. There's about, I know at least in Leeds, there's about 400 travellers who are going down to that who don't usually go. It'll be all travellers. That'll be a full travellers day. That. If you look on the website, for tickets, there's probably less than 2,000 tickets left. Most of the tickets were already reserved. It's 150 quid for a ringside ticket though, and it's 250 for a ringside ticket for Josh Taylor. So I don't know.
Has the Josh Taylor tickets gone on sale, eh?
They're on sale.
Where?
SCE Hydro.
SSE Hydro. They weren't on sale the other day, mate. I looked just like 2 days ago. They weren't on sale.
I'm sure they came on sale on Thursday.
Get me a link, will you?
He wants those tickets.
How fucking yeah I do, man. A new way. A new way.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's a good
Are
card.
you kidding me?
Good card, not just one.
A new way versus Manny Rodriguez and fucking what's his face? Taylor and Berlanchik fighting. Man, that's sick. That's a really good card.
Yep. For sure. Alright, the weekend coming. Who gives Anthony Crolla more than 6 rounds against Vasily Lomachenko?
I have 50 quid on him to win by KO.
Well, the odds would be pretty damn good. I can't remember. I looked yesterday and
25 to 1.
Fuck, is that all you
25 to
got?
what?
I thought it was better than that.
Crawler by
25 to 1.
I've got a bet on Lomachenko on points. He's 180 to win. I got him on points at 72.
Bring up my bet. I got Lomachenko.
You've got Lama on points at 7 to 2.
Loma on points, 72 points of decision, 72. Loma by knockouts, 1 to 6. It's not even worth betting.
Mate, ooh. Can Crawler go the whole 12? That's what you're betting on there.
Yeah, I've got Lomachenko to stop Crolla between 5 and 8. And that's at $2.40. So that was the best bet I could
I don't
find.
understand the 2.4 hours. I only understand like 6 to 1s and shit and 2 to 1s.
Well, every dollar you put on, you get $2.40 if it comes off.
So it's one.
Oh, okay.
1.4. So it's at 74. I think that's 74. Yes. No.
That's about right. It's just a bit more than double. No, yeah, it's more than...
No, it's 5 to 4.
Yeah, you get $1.40 profit every dollar. So, yeah, I'm not sure on the fractions. I don't understand those ways, you see. Too much betting on horses, I guess.
Did you bet on the National yesterday?
No,
Don't bet on horses.
You don't bet on horses?
I've never bet on a horse.
I only bet
I've
on
told you
horses.
this before.
I only bet on horses if I go to the races and I can see them. But I was betting on Hong Kong Sevens over the weekend because there was no boxing on. So
I watched a bit of that. I seen it. Did you see the old French captain singing the Proclaimers?
yeah,
I watched that.
why wouldn't he be pretty happy? He's just knocked out New Zealand. But yeah, I didn't make bugger all money on the Sevens over the weekend. So hopefully this weekend we'll get some betting going for the boxing at least. But what other news have we got that we could talk about, lads? That anything you'd like to bring up?
Clarissa Shields is fighting Christina Hammer for the undisputed women's middleweight or super middleweight title.
Yeah, is anybody betting on Hammer for that? The odds are pretty good on that too.
Yeah, she's 5 to 2, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's getting an ass kicked, man.
Yeah, I think she's getting her ass kicked. I tempted on putting a bet on because the odds are okay, but realistically, I don't think she's got too much of a chance, to be honest.
Have you ever watched her fight?
Yeah.
I watched her fight. She's a real good. This is one thing I was saying the other day in that Hangouts chat. We were talking about women's boxing. I was like, I'm fed up with people saying that women need credit for boxing because they only fight 2-minute rounds. 85% of the fights are absolutely dreadful, and I'm fed up of watching people with 1 fight and 2 fights taking up TV time. But she's a good technical boxer, I'll give her that, man. She's an elite. There's no many elite women boxers, but she definitely is one. She can box like fuck. I was shocked when I watched her. Her actual boxing brain's real good.
Yeah. I'm more worried about the officials favouring Clarissa Shields and going to help her along the way. I think the fight will probably go the distance, but yeah, unless Christina Hammer can stop her, I don't see her having much of a chance of winning, to be honest. But what do you reckon? Do you think she might be able to stop Clarissa Shields? Yeah, McGregor.
I think she'll beat her on points.
Mm.
I can't. Clarissa can't close her down.
Fair enough.
Clarissa's got no feet, man. She's got no feet.
Not really.
I'm worried. She has a boxing purist. It could end up like Billy Joe and Lemieux, couldn't it?
It really could. Clarissa's really good at beating women up because they stand there with her.
Yeah.
The second she's fighting a runner, she is fighting a real fucking mover, man. She ain't no joke. Hammer can move, she can dance, and her jab is sick. Her jab is frightening.
Alright, man, I trust your judgment. I'm gonna go and have a second look at the odds on that.
No, she's a boxing purist. She's one of the only boxing purists I've seen her, like a woman boxer. She can box real good. But I'm worried she's going to get caught, though. I'm worried she's going to get caught. Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, but she's never been dropped. She's never been dropped as an amateur or as a pro at all, and she's been landed on. And she's been landed on by Shields before in the amateurs, and she fucked Shields up in the amateurs.
Okay.
Shields landed on her massively on the chin, and she just stepped back and she beat her up, and she dropped Clarissa. So I don't know, man. You need to remember this. Hammer can also bang when she wants to. She just doesn't.
Well, I've got no odds for methods of winning. I've only got
See, a lot of people, man, that see when you look at somebody's record, and they've not got very many KOs. It doesn't mean that they can't bang. A lot of people, especially fucking casuals don't understand that some people choose not to knock people out. It is possible to go into every single fight wanting just to box.
Yeah.
Well, so many people were saying that Hughie Fury has no punch power, and then when he fought against Sam Sexton, he nearly killed him with one punch.
Yeah.
Took his head right off.
Do you know what's right with Hughie Fury? Hughie Fury's got no killer instinct. He's no got that. See if you say to Hughie Fury, go in there and box his head off, he's comfortable. See if you go in there and say, tear his fucking head off. I want you to go in there and land on him. I think he freezes. I don't think he's not got that killer instinct.
Yeah, we'll see when after he got cut against Pulev and he came out trying to put Pulev away, his punches all got all wide and it looked like it was fake aggression, if you know what I mean. It didn't look like he was got that killer instinct like you say. His punches were
you've seen it against Joseph Parker in the press conference when he pushed him. Hughie actually shot himself while he was pushing Parker. You could see it in his face that it just wasn't him.
Yeah.
Like trying to be aggressive. Nah.
What was the name of the person who had Amir Khan for his last two fights, by the way?
Joe Goosen.
Joe Goosen. Yeah, he's back with Virgil Hunter now.
I seen that. I seen it back there.
Oh.
He's getting a few.
It was only because
Probably a good thing,
he was
innit?
ill, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't leave Virgil Hunter.
No, he didn't leave him. It was just Virgil wasn't well.
Yeah, he's went back to him.
Yeah, I've seen a few fighters are starting to get back with Virgil Hunter at the moment. Not necessarily ones that have been with him before, but
Brazil's
one. I saw another one yesterday.
Chris Eubank Jr.
Chris Eubank Jr. was the other one I saw. Yeah, I don't know how.
Really?
Yeah, and I was thinking I don't know how that's going to go because Virgil Hunter's not. He's not a yes man.
I would love to see. No, he's not. You listen to that man.
Yeah.
Whether I rate him as a trainer overall or not, or as like a one hit wonder with Ward, I think he is a decent trainer, but he's in control of his camp, and that's that.
So how's Chris Eubank going to handle that? Because he doesn't like being told what to do, does he?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I think some of this might be what his dad says. I don't know. Like, if you actually watch the OFL interview when they were talking to Chris Eubank Sr. about him having Nate Vasquez with him, he said, well, he seemed as though he was the one pissed off about Chris having somebody in his corner, not Junior. He said, I advised him differently, but it will be what it is. Well, how do you feel about it? No comment. Mate, he was not happy about that. I think it was Senior. And I'm deadly serious about that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He is a control freak, is he not?
He seems that way, doesn't he? Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting. Well, yeah. All right. I saw an article today that says talking about Andy Ruiz Jr. looking to get a top position in the heavyweight division once again. He's got his upcoming fight against Dimitrenko. I don't think that's going to be too much trouble for him, in my opinion. But possibly looking for a fight against someone like Adam Kalnaski after that, who's also PBC.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Does anybody think Dimitrenko's got a shot against Ruiz at all?
No.
No? Is
Got
he
a
gonna...
puncher's chance.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's about it.
I guess he could
Only
land,
if he was a puncher.
land something like he did against Grenat and possibly do something.
Oh,
But
Grenat's crap, though.
Yeah.
Look, have you ever seen Andy Ruiz hurt? Have you actually ever seen him even hurt, John?
not properly hurt, no. He was staggered
Well,
a little
even-
bit.
was, but never hurt.
He was staggered when?
Staggered a little bit against Parker a couple of fights. But
Yeah, but
you
do
know,
you,
was
but
not
do you
hurt.
remember? Do you remember Parker unleashed like a 7 or 8 punch combo on Ruiz, like a big massive one, landing all shots, and he staggered a little bit and he threw back a 4-punch combo.
Yeah, just straight back into it.
Yeah, he's got a real chin, man. I don't rate Andy Ruiz that highly, but he's got a chin. Dimitrenko ain't knocking him out. You'll get Dimitrenko has no heart. Andy Ruiz has hands. Fat boy can fight.
Yeah. I think we'll see something similar to what happened against Parker. After a couple of rounds, Dimitrenko's probably going to be trying to find a way out. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't win. So, but yeah,
I still maintain Parker robbed Andy Ruiz. I still maintain it.
Parker robbed him or
Robbery.
the judges robbed him?
Parker, Higgins robbed him.
Higgins robbed him. Okay. Yeah.
Duke, New Zealand. New Zealand
Yeah,
robbed him.
can't blame it on New Zealand because there was no New Zealand officials
I can blame it on New Zealand. Where was it held?
in New Zealand.
When it's in America, people don't just blame. They don't just say, "Oh, it was the judges," even though they weren't even American judges. They say that sometimes. Oh, it was the judges, but what did they say? Don't go to America, you'll get robbed.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everybody assumes that whatever country it is in has some influence over the judges. I'm a firm believer in actually looking at where the judges are from, but I know what you're saying.
I am
I know what
too.
you're saying.
But here's an interesting fact. I think I've seen a couple of robberies happen in New Zealand. I've seen it in Australia. I've seen it in America, right? I've seen it in the UK. I've seen it in France.
Yep.
But I hear all of these people who say, "Don't go to Bulgaria, you'll get robbed." I have never seen a fighter get robbed in Bulgaria.
Have you seen many fights in Bulgaria?
I've seen about 40 or 50, and there's never, like genuinely, I've seen a lot of fights in Bulgaria because I go and I watch all of the fucking random European shows. Like Tivel, Pulev, and everything. I've never seen a robbery, man. Never.
Fair enough. I can't comment too much because I've only seen a few fights in Bulgaria.
Yeah, but
myself.
even then, when was the last time you heard of a fight where Pulev won by a robbery?
Ooh,
Exactly.
yeah.
It doesn't. So
Good
why are
point.
people saying don't go to Bulgaria? You'll get robbed. Based on what?
Based on lack of knowledge by the sounds of it. I don't know. Because Pulev's a hero in Bulgaria, everyone's got to be on his side, I guess. That's the only
Well,
assumption
Well, I tell
can
you where
imagine.
you don't go. Well, I tell you where you don't go. You don't go to Monte Carlo for a matchroom card as an away fighter.
Yep, I can agree with that. Too much money involved.
There is real robberies there,
Yeah.
and I've seen them. Like, look at your fight against Israel Gonzalez.
Yep. Is that where Cabiel fought Chisora as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Cabiel didn't get robbed.
A lot of people said Derek Chisora did. I don't know why, because he clearly lost that fight for me.
He lost 10 rounds to 2 on my card.
Yeah. I can't remember my score exactly, but it was something similar to that. Might have been 7-3, 9-3 or something like that. Yeah.
You're awfully quiet, Mr. Tommy.
Sorry, guys. I'm just sitting here, just
Need a drink.
No, no. I'm just a bit tired, that's all.
Fair enough. It's all hours of the night over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's midnight.
Yeah, our daylight saving changed over the weekend, so it's only 11:15 in the morning here. It's good. All right.
Only.
So when's Cam fighting Bud? Is that
Not
this
this
weekend?
weekend, the following.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the Lama Crawler fight this weekend, and then the Crawford Bud fight the weekend
Crawford.
after, and
I
then the
see.
weekend after that is the big heavyweight weekend. There's heaps of heavyweight fights on the 20th. So
And the 27th of April has arguably the best card of the year on.
is that the WBSS weekend? Is it?
That is part of it, but that's not the card I'm talking about.
Which
the card
one?
I'm talking about is Surskat Rungvisai fighting Estrada in the rematch, and on the undercard, Danny Roman and TJ Dehaney in a unification fight.
True that. Be a good one to watch.
I know you're not
Guys,
big on the little weights channel.
Whose channel are we on right now?
This is my primary channel where I first started, mate.
What's it called?
KIWIBOX.
Is that?
KIWIBOX.
Oh, okay, right. 'Cause I was thinking I couldn't find any notification.
Yeah, I made the Big Boys Boxing channel because I've been having trouble with YouTube, so most of my stuff goes on there. But occasionally, now and then, I'll switch over and do some on this channel as well.
Oh, good man! You've got nearly 3,000 subs.
Yeah,
That's sick.
this channel's been around for a while, but hasn't been very active since September last year. I've been having issues. So, it is what it is. But
Have you managed to get monetized yet?
my channel, it's been in review for 2 months. YouTuber.
2 months.
Yeah. I had been monetized before, but they took it away because I published some stuff I shouldn't have. But I saw
What, copyright shit?
a few times. So I deleted all the shit, deleted most of the videos from the channel, and I'm just waiting for the review to come through so I can get my monetization back. It's taking some time.
Damn. Yeah, they turned me down for that, but they said I could reapply.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, there's a lot of jumping through hoops with YouTube sometimes. It's easier when you're first starting because you ain't got nothing against you, but you make a few mistakes and they hold it against you for a long, long time. But yeah. Alright, I saw Efa Jugba has got a fight finalized. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. Just give me a second, we'll look it up. Efa Jugba. That's not him. God damn it. It was a pretty decent matchup. Can't find it now, give me a sec.
Yep.
For a Jugba. There we go. Efa Jugba is going to be fighting Michiel Wallace.
Jesus.
Who had been unbeaten up until he faced who did he lose to? Oh, it was Christian Hammer. Stopped him. That fight's available on YouTube. I've been and seen that. A lot of people thought Wallace got knocked down several times, but he got tagged once, and it looked like he'd broken a cheekbone or something. I don't know what the actual problem was in the end, but he didn't get up and beat the count. Hammer was doing his usual defensive, wait for the fighter to gas out a bit and then pour it on. And as soon as he started pouring it on, I think it was at the end of the third round, you could see Wallace was in trouble. The start of the fourth, Hammer come out and stopped the fight with one big punch. But Efra Jugbar,
Nice.
I think he's going to stop Michelle Wallace in 2 rounds. But
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
we'll see. That fight is scheduled for the 27th as well. And what card is that on? Just give me a sec here. Robert Easter Jr. versus who's that guy? Rams Ethanley? Never heard of that guy. But that's the card it's on anyway. Be worth a look. There ain't a lot else on that card confirmed at this stage. So yeah, but I guess it's still a step up for Efra Jugbar. Probably not much better than Amir Mansour at his age, but Michelle Wallace has got a few wins under his belt. He used to be a sparring partner for Anthony Joshua, so he's got to have something in the toolbox.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else we've got on in the near future. But anything you'd like to bring up before we think about it?
No, that's I'm all good, mate.
Alright, we're pretty skint for content to talk about at the moment, but I'm sure something will come up in the near future and we can do it again sometime.
Sure, no props.
Alright, so everybody, if you haven't already, make sure you go and check out Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News, formerly known as McGregor. Tommy Temper,
Yep, I think it's up. Yep.
who's also talking now, and also AA Boxing and Blunts. He's got some funny shit. Go and check him out as well. So thanks everybody for dropping in. It's been a pleasure as usual, and
All right.
we'll catch you all next time. Take it easy.
Peace. Later.
KIWIBOX out.